what is the one message to people who are wanting to build abs but they cannot touch their toes?
Well, you look like this then. You'll walk like this. हमारे dancing तो मुझे सब ऐसे loose पहन के ऐसे ये bro, what's up? Yeah bro, hey.
If a person wants to win a dance reality show, what should he do?
There we're not looking at power. We're looking at more. For the last 5 years, I've never done. But if I don't train legs properly, I will not have the strength to pick up the girls.
So squats become functional for you.
When I'm doing a lift and picking up a girl with one hand, the first muscle that my attention goes to the piriformis. That needs to go tight.
It will be so embarrassing if you are like, you know, doing a performance, you throw a girl and you are just sitting up, cramp aa gaya mere ko. This is advanced level training. But that is for your training, that is fine. But just give people 3 stretches which they can do in an everyday life, which are easier for people to do.
This is where Vipul becomes a coach. So I would advise, if you're going for professional level dancing, then
You need more variety.
I need more variety. Oh, you're hinting. Okay, Vipul.
Guys, welcome to the 3rd episode of this series called Worth the Wait, where we take a sneak peek into the training routine of none other than Terence Lewis, the contemporary king of India. And he has spoken in detail about how important mobility is to him. And we've unpacked a lot of stuff that you guys will enjoy. So let's go. All good, how are you?
Good.
Let's go.
Let's start with something sweet.
The proteins before the
Yes.
workout begins.
Absolutely. Protein and your pre-workout, which is coffee, which is perfect.
You have
No
coffee every
sugar.
time before your workout?
Yeah, pre-workout, black coffee all the time.
What's your schedule like? Training?
Try to squeeze in 4 to 5 days a week. A little bit of weight training along with conditioning and some amount of pranayama and yoga just to kind of center myself. And then dance happens by the by. Like sometimes there could be a rehearsal for a show or a shoot.
True.
And sometimes I'm teaching, so so dance happens by the by. But by and large, in terms of fitness, a certain amount of 3 to 4 days of gym training with at least 3 to 2 days of conditioning. That is key for me. So yeah.
So what are we training today?
Well, we do a little bit of muscle training, but before we do that, as I said, let's start with conditioning. Some protein. इसमें sugar नहीं है ना?
No.
Nice.
We've got only like under 150 calories.
But I'm going to be a fan of this.
Tips now?
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of sugar.
Sweet, I remember you don't eat
I
a
told
lot
you I
of
don't like sugar. I mean, it doesn't work for me.
Well, this is very good because
But chips,
this is
salt
13
is what I need.
13 grams and under 130 calories. And this is sufficient enough. एक bowl भर जाएगा तो you can like actually have with your guacamole and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Choreographing a 10-minute dance is difficult, or your Monday leg days?
I think both are difficult in their own way. Choreographing, yeah. Choreographing,
What is more difficult?
I think choreographing. Because it will be very creative and I'm never satisfied. With the workout is like, ठीक है. अब जा रहे हो, वो जो गन्ना का, गन्ना जूस कैसे बनता है ना? पिसना है, मशीन में जाके पिसना है, बस. जाओ, करो, आ जाओ. आपका मतलब वो दिन कमर कसनी है, जो लग जाएंगे आपके, तो होने ही है, because it's leg day. मेरा ये है कि I need to train my legs, irrespective of bodybuilding or not. Simply because I do stage shows and the thing is now, because of my TV shows where they've shown me doing lifts and tricks, and I was the one who also started in Dance India Dance, a lot of lift tricks and aerial work and also aerial work. So in all this, you need to have very strong legs. Because एक या दो गाना तो होएगा ही होगा जहाँ पे मैं लड़कियों को उठा रहा हूँ, एक लड़की को उठा रहा हूँ, एक जा रही है, दूसरा
catching, throwing, it's like
another girl.
Yeah.
And the only thing that saves me is functional training, which is conditioning and core strength. So you can't just be conditioning and not doing weights. So I have to do weights for my legs because I need the, the power. The power to chahiye. And the squats, if you don't do the squats, because every time I do a lift, I have to squat, which we call in our dance language, we call it a plie.
What is it called?
It's a French word, it's a dance word for plie, means to fold your
Plie?
knees. Plie.
Oh, okay.
It means to fold your knees. You have to fold your knees, plie, and then the girl is jetting, which means she's flying off. So you need to catch her at the sweet spot. At the same time, you've got to make sure that your shoulder, knee, hip, everything is in a line because you are going to catch her mid-air and then hold her in mid-air, right? So in so many ways, A, the alertness, second, timing, but more importantly, strength and conditioning, which means functional training is super important. So for me, leg day is a big advantage because if I don't have legs, if I don't train, I have legs, but if I don't train legs properly, I will not have the strength to pick up the girls.
Yeah, true.
And all the strength of picking up the girls is not from your arms, it's basically from your thighs, glutes, and your core. So these are the most
So squats become functional for you.
Functional. So even for the last 5 years, I've never done a single body workout. I always do 2 body workouts.
You need more variety.
And I do rotation.
You need more variety.
I need more variety. Oh, you're hinting. Okay, let's give our personal
Just like the
lives
flavors
out.
that we have.
Nice punch and plug
Smart
in. Huh?
plug.
Great plug. That's how it goes. Let's go.
Oh, excited. Let's go.
So basically this you get everywhere in any sports shop.
Yeah.
Depends strength. I prefer the orange one. This is even more stronger. It will make you safe. So more safe. Now, I have put it around this. कोई भी firm जहाँ पे ये हिल ना जाए, उठ ना जाए. So you put it in. You go in. अंदर गए. जाओ अंदर. Yeah. And now, very simply, you just have to go all the way back. So you can basically you can explore.
For how much time do you do this?
20 minutes? 20 minutes, yeah. So leg forward, leg back. I'll show you the whole routine.
Yeah.
To get an idea. I'll do it on this.
I do it on
Very simple. So the leg routine goes like this. You go here. So you start here. You go here. Then you bring your leg here and you try to push your leg as far behind so you get a nice stretch in the glute. Then you go forward all the way and you go back. That's when you get this. Then from there you go all the way side and you stretch. Now you go all the way stretch. All the time this is pulling you. You can even turn your foot out and now turn and twist. So you get a nice twist here. You can even go forward and stretch it down. You can even build on your hip flexors, which can really, sometimes they get locked. So it opens up. All this space can open up. You know the Kegel exercises are also meant for men. You can do them here itself. So here you are, you're supported by the band. You keep your elbow here and you just do the Kegel exercises by rolling and just moving the body.
Oh, this is for your hip bucket, right?
Yeah. So opens up the hip sockets completely. So you're free, mobility. You can explore with this. ऐसा कोई किसी ने कुछ बनाया नहीं है. I'm also exploring and I don't want to trademark it like ये मेरा है because
When did you start doing it? पहले
3 years.
3 साल पहले.
अभी 3 साल हो गए.
What got you into this?
The muscle knots. मैंने बताया ना कि because of the gym training and the dancing and everything else, I felt कि ये muscle knots क्यों नहीं जा रहे हैं. And I research, MRI कराया, बहुत ये knots नहीं जा रहे थे. A lot of tension. Somebody told me it could be psychosomatic. मतलब कोई stress, कोई issues की वजह से. But I live a pretty stress-free life. I don't have so much of stress. I mean, किसी के पास stress नहीं होता. I mean, I also
Everyone has stress, but it's just the perspective.
I mean, I know how to cope with my stress. I've lived with so much stress in my life since childhood. So मेरा threshold of tolerance is very high for stress. Stress है, I can tolerate it.
But you
too
teach
much.
this to your students also?
Now
All
when-
these mobility
yeah.
things that you do?
Absolutely. So we did a project for Manchester last year. And I tell you, I took this, and there were these Chinese dancers also I was working with, and you had no idea. I didn't tell them anything. I said, "Zyada gyan nahi dunga." I hung the belt and I started to do it. By the end of 1 week, everybody was on the belt, and everyone was like, "Damn."
This
No,
was
this
difficult.
pain.
This was difficult.
Yeah.
I have never done it, but it was difficult for me.
Yeah.
Like I feel I have थोड़ा सा strength है मेरे में, but this was difficult.
Because this is, working on your tiny muscles.
Yeah.
The बड़े muscles हम लोग workout कर रहे हैं machine.
Very true, very true.
But ये जो छोटे muscles हैं ना, जो अंदर छिपे हैं, वो पूरा activate करता हूँ. Especially when you are in this position, for example. When you are in this position, you have to really now squeeze your piriformis. Your piriformis is a very tiny
small
muscle
muscle,
underneath your butt muscles. So you got to really squeeze that piriformis, and the piriformis is what you need to even do lifts. Suppose I'm doing a lift and picking up a girl with one hand. The first muscle that my attention goes to the piriformis. That needs to go tight. That's then the next two the muscles around it. So in so many ways, this is going to activate those small muscles. And that's the beauty. The external muscles के लिए सब machines है. Internal जो छोटे muscles है उसके अंदर है, जो उसके अंदर है. The moment you open up the anatomy of the body, you will realize that there are lots of muscles apart from the external muscles, the deep muscles, that are very small, and they are all the mobility muscles.
And बड़े muscle होते हैं वो उनका काम take over कर लेते हैं, तो उनको training ज़्यादा मिलती भी नहीं है. That's why.
Exactly.
So this is what it takes to do performance, and it'll be so embarrassing if you are like doing a performance, you throw a girl and you are just sitting up, cramp आ गया मेरे को.
But one of the reasons that is if you don't have water or less salt. So so we hydrate a lot because it's crazy.
But this was very difficult. but then tell if a person who wants to start, which is the point from where you can start doing. This is the advanced level training. But that is for your training, that is fine. But you just give people, like say 3 stretches which they can do in an everyday life, which are easier for people to do.
The safe one, first one. Go in, go here. Okay? And what you can do is place it just underneath your shoulders. Okay? Here.
Okay.
Here, knees bend, okay, hips in line, no moving your spine, spine neutral. And all you're going to do is just take your hand up. Now this is going to open up your lats, okay? And from there you push it down. This is going to work on your shoulders. And all you do is the very famous rowing exercise that we do in Kerala, the Kerala boat exercise. So imagine you are rowing that exercise, keeping this neutral. Don't turn your body. Keep your body still. So what happens is you're giving all the shoulder stretch, lift this hand up, take it out. It's like a dance. Very slow, very Tai Chi kinds. Yeah? And then again, keep your face here. Don't look at that hand. Keep going so you feel that pull. Breathe into it. So what you're doing is you're rowing the boat. It's like you're rowing. जो केरला boat होता है ना, you're rowing the boat. This will completely open up your spine because now you're moving and rotating your spine in these many ways. Yeah. So this is superb. Okay. Then the very important is just this.
This is the second one.
This one. This is to open up the
second
chest.
one.
Yeah. Now keeping this from here to here, it's straight. Nothing moves. Neutral. In this neutral position, you are going to simply lift your shoulders, roll it back, and you're going to keep it here, the neck up. You are going to open up this space as much as possible. And as you do that, you're going to release the knees, stretch all the way up. Now you are giving all your weight, and you will feel so free as though you're in a hammock. And the third one is the opposite one, where you turn around and you go in this direction. Okay? And I would suggest you go forward, one leg forward, one leg back, and really stretch that back foot. Then bend this bend knee, go all the way up, stretch and go and feel that lengthening. Then if you want, you can straighten this leg and feel this stretch too. Yeah, these two, where you go forward, go back, forward, go back, stretch.
ये तो beginner के लिए difficult होगा यार.
Yeah, even if you just do this, simple. Even if you just this position, where it's locked, push, push. This is good.
Yeah.
Or you do downward dog, where you are in this position, turning your feet out and just slowly. Here, activate your hamstrings.
Hamstrings, yeah.
Keep your hands joined. Push the pelvis forward.
Wow.
Again, going back. Yeah. Activating the hamstrings. Now, working on your hip flexors. Push these hip flexors out. Push this hip flexor out. Yeah. This itself, you are going to feel fired.
What is the importance of mobility according to you? Like for a normal person, like for you, it is functional because you do dance performances and all. For a normal person,
And
what is
because
the
I don't
importance
want
of?
knots, all my knots went away.
Aches and pain से बचने के लिए.
It's the best warm up ever. It will give you so much of power, and it'll avoid you will be injury free.
I was just about to say preventing injury is the
Preventing
main
injury.
thing.
But sometimes you may just doing a small exercise
और
and kadak.
weight उठा रहे हो क्या तब हो जाएगा. Most injuries happen not while doing the movement, but while just normally moving.
Because it has been, it has been niggling at you for a long time.
When you're doing exercise, you are full aware, you are focused about it. But when you're lifting the weight, and that
like
time
being
you're not
very
focused.
casual. And at that point, that load happens.
Yeah.
And it's a small little pin that just starts to kind of, crumble the whole muscle. So yeah, it's.
What is the one message to people who are wanting to build abs but they cannot touch their toes but without bending their knees? What should be the focus?
If you can't touch your knee, I mean,
No,
you're a dancer.
What I'm saying is people who are aspiring to have abs but they are not focusing on their mobility but just doing weight training. So what is your message to those people is what I'm saying.
Well, you look like this then. You'll walk like this.
Have you seen that meme? उसके अंदर वो lift में घुस रहा था आदमी ऐसे.
ऐसे. I mean, this is not normal for somebody. I mean, I'm not making fun of people, but I think you need to be very relaxed.
Yeah.
ऐसे चलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ना ही ऐसे चलने की. Like the hip hop people know, yo bro, what's up? ये भी एक होता है हमारे dancing community में सब ऐसे loose पहन के ऐसे ये bro, what's up? ये bro, ये तो वो भी है एक ला और दूसरा ये है जो एकदम चौड़े में चल रहा है.
बीच में रहना है अपने को.
हाँ, और ऐसे जैसे दो बाल्टियाँ पानी की बाल्टियाँ आप उठा रहे every time.
And then you enter the lift.
So then it also why they talk? They're not trying. वो जानबूझ के नहीं कर रहे. Body has become like that.
Stiff down.
Everything is so tight that it's not even वो रख ही नहीं पाते. वो show off नहीं कर रहे हैं. You will think कि यार ये जानबूझ के ऐसे नहीं, उनकी body ही में वो stiffness हो गई है. So that is also crazy. I've been in that. No, I have been there. मैं जानता हूँ क्या हो रहा है. And मेरा फिर भी वो level का body building नहीं है. Those who are actually bodybuilders तो उन लोग
But you had built a decent physique. Like,
Yeah,
I think
but not at the
2
level
3
of
years back.
bodybuilders. No,
And but
if you
if you compare to
sacrifice
your own body, you had gained substantial amount of muscle.
I was a 55 kg boy.
वहाँ से सब substantial ही है.
To reach 20 kilos, 75.
Substantial है वहाँ से.
So I think यही है कि it's super important because even if you do little bit of mobility training, what I've always been fascinated, there are certain trainers that I've seen, or even in the competition, they come and they kind of dance. They're not dancers.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Like
Yeah.
they're moving सब muscles
दिख
सब
रहा
है.
है.
And they are the ones like यार ये बंदा बहुत सही है यार. उसमें power भी है, fibers
Muscles
भी
भी
है,
है.
mass भी है, but
But
he's
don't you
super
think?
cool.
Don't you think flexibility, mobility is people have a perception that जो person muscular है, वो flexible या mobility उसकी इतनी अच्छी नहीं होगी. But that's a misconception. Mobility and flexibility is a skill that you attain by practice.
Yeah.
Anyone can practice and attain it.
Yeah.
Right?
And as I say कि dancers को flexibility ज़्यादा है लेकिन उनको power की भी ज़रूरत है because we need power, so we need to come to the gym. And people who are weightlifters and those who are doing powerlifting, they need to learn a certain exercise from us because flexibility.
It's a hybrid of both.
You have to combine.
Hybrid of both.
We need you, you need us.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
certain
It's not
way.
either or.
It's not either.
Yeah, exactly. Let's tell me one thing. If a person who is watching this in some small city or like anywhere, if he wants to win a dance reality show, what should he do?
अगर आप डांस रियलिटी शो में हिस्सा लेना चाहते हो तो then the gym is the last thing you need to go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the level of competition is so high in dance, and there we're not looking at power. 3 मिनट का गाना आप handle कर पाओगे, okay, with the kind of level and the energy that you require. So we're looking at more of cardiovascular power, okay. The second thing that we're looking at is flexibility and conditioning. Okay, how flexible and how conditioned you are. So we're looking at mobility. Now the problem with gymming is that if you gym and you build muscle, if you gym and you just tone, that's different. अगर आपको टोन करना है, जिम इज़ परफेक्ट, ओके. बट अगर बिल्ड करें मसल्स तो दिक्कत होगी फॉर मेनी रीजन्स. लेट मी पॉइंट इट आउट. इफ़ यू आर बिल्डिंग मसल while you want to be a dancer and train in a competition which is high level, you're going to lose out because you're going to become stiff. Why stiff? Because आपके जो पुराने मसल्स हैं जिन्होंने 10 साल से आप ट्रेन कर रहे हो, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है, वो तो रहेंगे फ्लेक्सिबल. जब जो नए मसल्स बिल्ड हो रहे हैं उसके साथ आपने कंडीशनिंग नहीं की, दे आर 10 years behind. तो your entire body is going to be chaotic. So I would advise, if you're going for professional level dancing, then the gym is the last place you want to be.
So do you mean like while preparing for the show?
Yeah.
So if they're preparing for a show, so they should not go to the gym at that time. After the show, like when they are not preparing for the show, that time you do a building muscle and then you do a practice. So मतलब if you are gaining muscle also, after that you have to practice.
And it has taken me 2-3 years to come back to my flexibility, which I had before gymming. Because I realized I was super stiff.
So you have to take that buffer time. कि आपने muscle gain किया तो आपको उसको train करना पड़ेगा.
You will need to leave the gym after a certain time, after building that muscle, and train that muscle super fine. Like yoga would be the best way, because so many times you stretch too much and you overstretch it. You need to breathe into those muscles. Technically, what I required was yoga. Yoga with a certain amount of sense, a certain amount of sthirness. स्थिरता जो है वो चाहिए था, and a certain amount of holding that stretch, so that the muscles are opening up, the space is being built, the muscles are getting toned. That, and of course, if you do Pilates, if you have the resource to do Pilates, great. So for me, my belt is like a Pilates machine. It allows me to do the stretches. It gives you that, because on the Pilates machine you have the spring.
So if a person is not having access to Pilates, they can safely do the band work that you just taught.
But they will need to understand alignment. Because without understanding, because when you're doing the stretches many times,
small joint alignment,
small things like when you're doing this stretch, तुमने ऐसा कर लिया, now your hip is out of alignment. You need to know that just like your headlights, it needs to be here. Then you shouldn't be lifting your butt. Tailbone.
Yeah.
So there are small details that the teacher will tell you, that the tailbone should be really still. You cannot put your hip out. You cannot do this either. And also, where is the energy going? So in this position, because of yoga, I know that my energy is going here, and my energy is going down, and I have to be straight, and I cannot do this. And I'm exaggerating, but itna bhi hoga na, it's wrong.
Imbalance.
It's an misalignment.
Imbalance नहीं होना चाहिए.
So alignment, understanding alignment through yoga postures with a good teacher who has done at least 20 years or 10 years, or just basically a good teacher, will really help. So the spine alignment, the hip socket alignment is very important. The shoulder socket alignment is very important. Which muscle are you pushing and which muscle is anchoring you? Which muscle you can let loose, which muscle is going to hold you. Super important.
It's that knowing your body is very important again.
Then you can go for anything you want to do. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it is.
So then what's the next weight training?
Let's go for back.
Let's start our weight training workout, guys.
Go. That's for the pros.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, what light है?
This is my familiar zone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna kill it here. You'll have to train me.
Chalo.
Here again, making sure your shoulder lats are locked.
Better.
Thumbs up. Okay. Open space, going as far as possible, pulling yourself down.
Nice one. Super. Down. Nice too. Super.
This is where Vipul becomes a coach.
How many sets do you do of this?
I do 3 sets of 12 or 15 reps, and one is the superset, which is till you failure. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it up with triceps. So let's do
Is going up while he's
Reverse
extending.
reverse.
It will look like it's a hammer curl, but it is not a hammer curl.
The hammer curl is the opposite variation where it takes power to lift
Exactly.
it
The
up.
concept
Here,
against
you're
the gravity
pushing.
you're going up. Yeah.
Pushing.
Because I know there'll be someone in the comments who will be saying like, "Oh, ये तो hammer curl कर रहा है, tricep बोल रहा है."
Machines developed हो चुके हैं अभी. So I think we wrapped it up pretty well.
So that's how your session
And there's
looks.
so much more to do,
Yeah.
but we don't want to bore them with our details. Everybody knows.
Hi,
I mean,
this is basic
आजकल
stuff.
Instagram
What
में
we
all I
want-
do, all you can see is everybody training.
What we wanted is we.
Yeah,
like,
done.
go ahead, yeah.
I think it's a gist.
Then thank you so much for giving me your time, giving us so much insights on mobility, which I honestly did not know after training for all these years. So I got a sneak peek into your workout. So thank you so much for that.
It's a pleasure to share my journey, my workout, and the reason it's also is because we make so many mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, but I hope the next generation doesn't make them. And to the dancers out there, just train sensibly. You need to know your priorities right.
Yeah.
I didn't know my priorities earlier, and you know, I didn't live in the era of information technology. Today you have all the information, but information does not translate into knowledge or wisdom. So just make sure you have the right wisdom, the knowledge, and understand yourself and understand your priorities and do what is right for you. Stay safe, be good, and keep training.
Thank you.